billet interior, basket weave. What a nice car. 2023 Muscle Machine of the Year finalist. What a nice Camaro. Second year. I can only tell by the lack of the window wings. That's the first year on those bodies, the Firebirds and Camaros. 2023 Truck of the Year late finalist presented by Dakota Digital. Eric Evanson from Kansas City, Missouri, going to Kansas City, right? Bought 14 years ago, 66 Chevy C10. It's a short bed, looks like a big back window from here. Twin turbo Cummins, what? Wow, that's awesome. Stock modified, look at that badge, down and dirty, 2 tacos off the ground, shot wheels, PPG custom blue paint, brown leather interior. That is a beauty. All right, the cars that are close to my heart, the factory correct muscle cars, the way they left the assembly line. Muscle Car of the Year finalist, Dennis Alba from Acme, Iowa. This is a rare bird, ladies and gentlemen. 1969 Camaro ZL1. For you guys that don't know what ZL1 is, that's an all aluminum block and head, 427. They only made, I think, 69 of them. 427 4-speed. Bias ply tires, dog dish hubcaps. That's as it was delivered to the dealership. Hypo dual exhaust, black bucket seat. They call that Fathom Green. The only giveaway is that cowl induction hood to let you know there's something monster underneath that hood. Custom Rod of the Year finalists come up next. Dad Korek from Acme, Iowa. 1972 rarely seen Avanti, complete built from chassis up. It says here it's got a 480. With a 4L70E trans, stock Avanti body, ceramic coated exhaust, Team 3 wheels. The owner did the interior and the paint himself. 1972 Avanti. Truck of the Year early finalist, Dennis Stable from Birch Run, Michigan. 1950 Ford F100. Dakota Digital, metal polishing, vintage AC, Roush 427 to get you to work on time. Art Morrison did the chassis, MagnaFlow exhaust, Curtis Speed equipment, John Miller, almost said Miller, Hyde original interior, custom PPG, Korek Designs paint. What a beauty. All right, we got a double award. I picked one and the rest of the staff picked the other. Custom of the Year finalists and Period Perfect. This is Dave Walt from Leavenworth, Kansas in a 1950 Mercury. Rarely do you see someone build a custom Merc exactly, I mean exactly the way the customs were built in Southern California in the early 50s. This guy nailed it. So far, he went so deep to run a 365 Cadillac engine, vintage engines the way they used to. The Cadillac sombrero caps, the 710-15 bias ply tires. It's chopped the way the Barris brothers did it. The 552 Appleton spotlights. What a gorgeous period correct Merc. Builder's Choice. All right, Builder's Choice brought to you by Lakeside Rods and Rides, Roger Berman. This is Ken and Lisa Steck from Tuma, Iowa. The 1957 Ford Ranch wagon. I've been looking at this for years. What a beautiful wagon. It's got a Roush Mustang engine. All original body, stainless steel exhaust, Diamondback did the wheels, custom mix to match. I love that mint green and white. You know what, say, that's my favorite color, believe it or not, yeah. I did the inside of my cabin up in the mountains, those colors. Another Builder's Choice Award presented by Lakeside Rods and Rides. Wayne David Zygert from Washington, Iowa. 1947 Chevy 3100. Boy, my gal would love that truck. She loves those years. Detroit steel wheels. Got the Blueprint 427 LS under that hood, 3-inch exhaust all the way to the back, leather dip rod shop, did the interior, FIPA paint, selected by Harry. He must have really liked that truck. Continuing the Builder's Choice Award, presented by Lakeside Rods and Rides. Megan Kilgore from Gainesville, Georgia, 1959 El Camino. I got a thing for 59 Elcos, man. 1 year only. These are so awesome. It's got a big block with a Tremec 5-speed under the hood. Those custom 5-spoke alloys, one off actually. Wow, that's awesome. Stainless exhaust, black paint, Steel notebook to the interior out of Knoxville, Tennessee. 59 Elko. Man, I'd take that home in a second. Continuing the builder's choice presented by Lakeside Rods and Rides, Frank O'Connor from Omaha, Nebraska. 62 classic Chevy Corvette making its way up here. First thing we see is the kind of the nostalgia with the 5 spokes and the large red lines. GM crate motor and cruise control, Art Morrison chassis, Kid Dig body. Wow, stainless exhaust. Those are shop wheels actually. Black on black hides. Fresco did the interior. What a beautiful vet. You guys like that vet? Me too. Continuing the Builder's Choice Awards, George Lamb from Seneca, Illinois. 1939 Ford Roadster. Yes, they actually made a Roadster in 39, and it was the last year, by the way, of the rumble seat. Ford Coyote motor, Roadster shop to the chassis, hand-built, exhaust. The whole thing is completely custom. Mike Curtis did the wheels. I know him very well in SoCal. Dave Schober from Interior. Adam Cross did the Lamb Shark Blue paint. Continuing Builder's Choice Award, Brett Schneider, come on down from Pleasanton, California. Look at that, 1970 Chevelle LSX 454 Roadster Shop chassis, custom Roadster Shop exhaust, all Roadster Shop, Avante Guard interior. Goolsby did that paint. And look at that, black, the white SS stripes, cowl induction. Man, it's hard to beat that. And we got another double, Builder's Choice Awards and Chevrolet Performance GM Iron Builder of the Year finalists, Bob and Kelly Ward from Mansfield, Texas, in this double cab 1967 Chevy truck. Where do you see that driving down the freeway? LS3 stainless steel exhaust, Raceline 22s all the way around, ID Glassworks to the interior, PPG custom mix paint. Yeah, double winner. Coming up next, continuing the Builder's Choice Awards, Brad Farr from Cambridge, Nebraska, 1973 Plymouth Cuda. 6.2 Hellcat under that hood, Borla exhaust, Forge Line wheels, PPG, Fireside Bronze is the name of that paint. A lot of people were asking, and that's the name of it. Leather, custom interior, Douglas Expression brand. Continuing the Builder's Choice Awards, Ricky and Sheila Morgan from Gatesville, Texas, 1932 Ford Roadster pickup. Look at that vibrant gold paint. Custom, it's called True Gold, PPG. They're running a Ford Flathead by H&H Flatheads out of Los Angeles. Kind of new and old meets this hot rod. What a beautiful car. Leather by Gabe Lopez, interior. Beautiful. Double winner, Builder's Choice continues. We got a father and son here. Paul and Evan Mayo from Lenexa, Kansas, 67 Ford Mustang. Oh, Eleanor, eat your heart out, right? Stainless steel exhaust, LS3, Forge Line wheels, 18 inches all the way around. Michael paints and Vintage Fabrication did that custom black leather interior. Again, double winner, Chevrolet Performance, Retro Iron Builder of the Year finalist and Builder's Choice. And a big, big thank you. We got a parting gift to Roger Berman. Ladies and gentlemen, give a big round of applause to good old Roger Berman. Come on. All right. Next Generation, folks, presented by Goolsby Customs. Tyler Sherman is 19 years old. Give him a round of applause. The Next Generation right here, right? 390, modified exhaust, 8-lug steel wheels, got the red and white two-tone paint, 4-speed transmission. He's having a ball. These guys are carrying the torch. They said that when I got into this back in the 80s. These guys are now carrying the torch. Next Generation. And another 19-year-old, give him a round of applause, Chloe Larson. She did all that work on that car. 63 Chevy Nova, custom paint, Leopard Series interior. It's got a 383 stroker under that hood. Chevy 2 bodies, got some headers on it. It's a 2-door hardtop body style. That's right, Next Generation. Congratulations, Chloe. Okay, we got a fuel curve pick. Tim and Dark Strange from Lewisburg, Tennessee. 65 Chevelle here. It's got a 505 big block with a 4L80 transmission. Smooth body, loud flow measures. 15s up front, 16s in the back. Paint by owner. Nice job, Tim. You know what? You're not too bad with paint body, man. All right. Tim Strange is our Autocross official announcer, folks. How about it for him? Cool car, Tim. One fine Deuce coming up next. Who picked this car? Grant Ferguson from Searsboro, Iowa, on a 32 Ford Roadster. If you look at those old Don Montgomery books of hot rods in Southern California in the 40s and early 50s, this car would have been right in there. It's got an ABA flathead with 304 cubic inches. Those cylinder walls must be paper thin. Fenton headers, 16 Ford Steelies all the way around. Black with the red tuck and roll. I love it. One fine Deuce. Cool Camaro, second generation cars, and Team Walt from Norwalk, Iowa. 1971 split bumper Camaro. It's got a 6.2 LSA with a 4L80. Detroit Speed chassis, both wheels, TMI interior, Hugger orange with the black stripes. Ford truck pick coming up next, presented by LMC Truck. Okay, Roy and Norma Neufeld from Red Wing, Minnesota, 41 Ford pickup truck. The first thing you can see is that cab's been stretched. It's got a shot chassis, 347 cubic inch motor, custom exhaust, US mags, Les Knoll Sicken, forest green, beautiful paint on that Ford truck pick. Coming up next, Ford muscle pick, Bevan Denny Stansel from Waverly, Iowa, 1966 Ford Fairlane GT. It's got a 390, oh that's a beauty, right in the muscle car era. 390, it's got a Tremec manual transmission. Owns, ladies and gentlemen, get this, they've owned this since 1968. How about it for them, huh? Ford muscle pick. Springtime yellow, they call that. I'm glad you kept that car after all these years. So we know what's going to happen next. Next pick is the So Low pick. Courtney Springer from Kansas City, Missouri, 1948 GMC. It's got an LS 454 with 650 ponies under that 4L80 transmission. Air ride airs, look at that. There's no tacos off that ground herring. Look at that, boy. All in the laying frame, patina paint, custom leather interior, Detroit steel wheels. So low pick. Hey, and what did we know? Tim Strange just drove by and now he's here. Tim, how you doing, brother? Good.
Can't hear that? Oh, that's better. That's better. I heard a whistle. It's probably the air going through my head.
Nice Corvette. Coming up next, Best Bitchin' Buick. Best Bitchin' Harry. Bruce Bloom from Prior Lake, Minnesota, 1952. Dorfor Buick Special. Got the white walls and the steelies and thin hubcaps, baby moons. He's running an LS3 with 495 horsepower. Now, doesn't have the little tiny 264 nailhead anymore. Bitchin' Buick.
Rolling up next, GTO pick Chris Van Fleet out of Johnston, Iowa. 70 GTO ragtop, Ram Air 400, stock chassis, stock body, Riddler 17s, blue bucket seats. The paint is emerald blue.
Nice 70 ragtop GTO. Coming up next, we've got the Goodguys feature pick. Randy Wilcox from Jonesboro, Arkansas. 1968 International Travel All, they call this. Look at that Travel All. Love the yellow paint by PPG. It's got 18s up front, 19s in the back, leather and plaid, flat out auto interior. LT4 with a Bowler 4L75 transmission. Roadster Shop did the chassis. That's so cool. You just don't see something like that fixed up like that. Goodguys feature pick. Randy Wilcox from Georgesboro, Arkansas.
You know me, Axel. I love customs. This is the Cool Custom Award. Dan Heike out of Rochester, Minnesota. 51 Merc. It sat in the body shop for years. Last registered in 1968. It's got a Chevy LS, a Nova front clip that's chopped. It's got dual exhaust, caddy sombreros. You can't go wrong. Original 1951 paint.
I dig it. Tri-5 Chevy pick coming up next. Craig Smith from Humble, Texas. 1956 Chevy. This is, they call it the Handyman, 150 series. Originally they came with a 6-cylinder, the perfect hot rod, right, Tim? It's got an LS2 Tremec, 6-speed Art Morrison Pro Touring chassis. Wow, 2.5-inch custom exhaust. Billet specialty wheels all the way around. GT leather interior and Sunhurst metallic paint. Tri-5 Chevy paint.
Always makes me think of Gray Baskerville when we give away the Best Bitchin' Award. Becky Grody out of Lincoln, Nebraska. 57 Nash Metropolitan. 350 small block, twin end of Krog, 700R trans. Fat Man front end, 4-link rear, Whirlwood dash, Hanaline gauges. Billet Specialties wheels.
You know, there's one of those in my town in Riverside, California, and it's running a big block Chevy with the meat center. I don't know.
You're from California?
Yeah, don't tell anybody.
I'm sorry.
That's right. Iowa Street Rod Association pick Ryan Johansson, Spencer, Iowa. 1953 Chevy Custom, man, black suede. It's got a 68 327, kind of going nostalgic. I noticed the Packard tail lights out back. OEM steel wheels, tuck and roll vinyl interior, single stage enamel, flat black paint, father and son build. Iowa Street Rod Association pick.
Rolling up next is Square Body Pick, presented by LMC Truck. Joe McMillan out of Savannah, Missouri. 85 GMC Sierra. The 2-year frame-off restoration to original condition. NOS parts throughout all GM body panels. Thanks to Andy Brown. It's got a 5.7 350, 700 trans stock steel wheels with correct caps, vinyl cloth, apple red, and carmine two-tone.
Nice pickup, isn't it?
Beautiful.
Coming up next, Mighty Muscle Award presented by KTL Restorations. John and Sherry Godfrey from Smithville, Missouri. 1969 Ford Mustang Mach 1s with some mods, definitely. Magnaflow exhaust. It's got a Cobra 4.6 under the hood. Body mods, paint by Resto Mod, store and release Summit, Missouri. 18-inch intro wheels, custom blue paint, TMI seats, and custom interior. Mighty Muscle Award.
Awesome Olds Award goes to Ron and Donna Starzek out of Columbus, Nebraska. 55 Olds, 324 cubic inch Rocket V8 aftermarket air. 41,000 original miles. It's a rare 4-door hardtop. It's had one repaint.
Nice Oldsmobile. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please, this is Jeff Rich from Lakewood, Washington. Put your hands together, driven a total of 1,885 miles, winning the Long Distance Award. How about it for him? That's hardcore.
But if you drive that many miles in one of those, that's like every
Metropolitan.
Every year of a dog's life counts as 7. So yes. I think it doubles it up.
Exactly. Oh, that's so cool. Toyota 22R engine, Fat Man IFS. That nice little Nash Metropolitan. Rally wheels, leather interior, DuPont bright orange. Looks like a 50-50 bar. Long Distance Award. Congrats, Jeff.
The traditional home built heaven presented by Speedway Motors. Speedway was also the title sponsor of the event this weekend. Randy Smith out of Cameron, Missouri. 69 Chevelle SS. Home built by Randy Smith and Jody Wade. 396 cubic inch big block ride tech suspension, Magnaflow exhaust, American Racing torque thrust, BUI interior, garnet red paint.
Love those 69s. Okay. At every Goodguys event across the country, we do what we call a Gary's pick. To honor the memory of our founder of Goodguys, Gary Metters, we pick a car that we know he would love and probably even own and drive. So this wins the Gary pick. Very prestigious award. Stephen and Sherry Hines from Harmony, Minnesota, 1956 Chevy. This is a 210 post model, bought in 2002 at a Goodguys, Iowa event right here. Stephen is a proud Vietnam veteran. We got to honor our veterans, right, ladies and gentlemen? 355 V8, 700R trans. He's got a Nova front clip. Flowmasters, it's slightly modified, got a nice little California rake on it. Yeah, Tim, I said California. American 5-spokes, I love that 56. Gary's pick.
I just realized those people have the best seat in the house up there. They're sitting right up there on the
I didn't even
balcony.
notice that. That's awesome.
Memory Lane pick, Mark Brown, Ankeny, Iowa, 69 Dodge Charger, reproduction General Lee, got a CB radio, 383 motor, turbine wheels. If I would have known I was going to announce this, I would have worn my Daisy Duke shorts. You're welcome.
I don't know about that. Now, does it have the infamous horn? If it does, you gotta hear it. Yes!
There we go.
Muscle car pick coming up next, presented by Bowler Performance Transmissions. Bill McDaniel with this 66 Chevy Corvette, Raymore, Missouri. I'm building one, but a coupe myself. It's gonna be that same color. LS7 under the hood, Roadster shop chassis. Chevrolet Collision did the body. Jared Hamilton did that beautiful red houndstooth interior. Chevrolet Collision did that paint. Muscle car pick presented by Bowler Performance. I heard that horn again.
Well, there's a little dip down there, so he probably jumped over a train down there. The custom Chevelle pick, Terry Hall out of Rockton, Illinois, 69 Chevelle SS. Rodix aluminum heads, Atomic EFI, Vintage Air, Ride Tech, Big Block, 700R4, Year 1 17-inch rallies, and PPG black paint.
All right, taking me back to my youth, my high school era here. The G-Body pick, Chris Wolf from West Des Moines, Iowa. 1987 Buick Grand National. I think they all came this color of black, right? This is a 30,000 original mile car, all original.
I think they had a few white ones too.
Did they?
I think so.
I've never seen one, but I could be wrong. Turbocharged, they're all V6s, I know that. And they ran like a you know what. Stock interior, stock body, classic interior, aluminum repo wheels. Those are really cool. G-Body pick.
All-American Chevy pick, Jason McClellan out of Boone, Iowa, 2014 Chevy Corvette. Custom built, extensive wide body to mimic the Corvette race team. LT motor, C7 chassis, white with black, blue custom paint. Lots of carbon fiber.
All-American Sunday Award, Bill, Lori, Keith Scott from Des Moines, Iowa, 2018 ZL1 Camaro. This is a convertible. It's got exhaust cutouts, carbon fiber accents, LED lights, 6.2 supercharged, all original chassis. It's got coating exhaust. Hello. Black chrome wheels, leather suede combo, and that crystal red, beautiful paint. Nice convertible. All-American Sunday Award.
I see this thing rolling around yesterday, and that's exactly what I said. That's a wonderful Woody, Eddie, and Carol Sims out of Wichita, Kansas. 37 Ford Woody, license plate say Splinter. 355 small block sniper fuel injection TCI chassis. 2-inch stainless exhaust. Wheel Smith custom wheels, tees leather seat, and it's Washington blue. You can't beat
Washington blue. Timeless, right? What a nice Woody. Modern Muscle Award, Scott Gagnon from Boone, Iowa, in a 2010 Dodge Challenger Billet Technology dress-up kit. It's got the cold air intake, blue cold, 5.7 Hemi. This is the RT version, and they call that Daytona yellow. Stock wheels, the 5 spokes, painted the calipers yellow for a little bit of added touch there. What a cool. This is the point now, Tim, where I'm expecting an announcer to say all AFX cars and super stocks to the staging lanes. Look at that Thunderbolt, man.
McGuire's magnificent masterpiece presented by McGuire's.
Middle Heaven, presented by Speedway Motors. Ronnie and Tina Allen from Hallsville, Missouri. 1972 Chevy C10 pickup. Man, it's low. It's got attitude. It's got beautiful colors to it. Really nice blue and black paint. Michelin Pilot Sport 45s all the way around. LS3 under that hood. Some sport mirrors. Roadster shop did the chassis. Side exhaust, MagnaFlows. Oh yeah, you see that protruding right under the bottom of the bed. Beautiful.
Way cool award, man. This thing's got more than meets the eye. Paul White out of Portland. 55 Chrysler, but it's combined with the original 55 Chrysler 300 and a 2018 Dodge Hellcat that only had 2,400 miles. I followed the build online when they was doing this. It's absolutely incredible. They're from Portland, Maine. Hellcat engine, Hellcat chassis, shop wheels. Hellcat means I'm not paying for the speeding tickets.
I can also see Gary Metters owning that.
Yeah.
That too. All right, slammed pick, and it's slammed. Andy settles from Cleveland, Missouri, 1965 Ford F100 pickup. It's got a custom S10 chassis, stock patina body, 2.5-inch exhaust, 5.3 under that hood, mob steel wheels, flat, and he clear coated it, and it is just about darn near scraping the ground. Under construction interior, that's fine. We love them under construction. We'll take them all, right, Tim?
That's right. Rolling up next, I've known these two dudes from way back in the Pro Street days. Both these guys have built some amazing Pro Street cars.
The 69?
Mike Bozzello, the Mopar muscle pick out of La Vista, Nebraska, 69 Plymouth GTX, original numbers matching 383 4-speed, sold new at Webster Chrysler Plymouth in Webster, New York, 444 speed. It's a Plymouth GTX. It's got the right redline tires, the right P65 interior, and the silver paint. Mike Bozzello and local boy Steve Gantz riding in the passenger seat. You signing autographs later?
The Goodguys staff pick, Jessica Vanderpool from Lee Summit, Missouri, 1975. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Ford F250. It's got a 390. Highboy chassis, F250, steel 8 lugs, LMC interior, House of Color Blue. God, it's so transparent. Buttworth steering, front disc conversion, Highlander stereo, 4-wheel drive, transfer case, all the bells and whistles you'd want in a pickup truck like that. Goodguys staff pick.
I grew up, that was just a farm truck. Now they're restoring them, and I love them. I love them. Best OBS. I have trouble saying OBS. It's this 88 to 98 Chevy trucks or a GMT, but the industry's calling them OBS. Roger Springer out of Fairbuilt, 93 stepside, 350 small block, twin Edelbrock carbs, suicide doors, chopped 3 inches, Ford 9-inch. It's tubbed, it's Pro Street, 31-inch 12 wheels in the back, and it's Honda blue.
That's nice. F-body pick coming up next. Chad Sykes from Des Moines, Iowa, 95 Z28 convertible. Come on down. Making his way through here. All original, and it's got less than 28,000 miles. LT1, 4L60 auto. Original chassis, all original body and exhaust, original wheels. Pretty much factory there. They call that Polo Green Metallic. F-body pick.
Trophy Dash presented by Classic Instruments. Bob Cunningham out of Nampa, Idaho. 46 Hudson Super 6. Man, my arms are tired just thinking about sanding that thing. LS3 engine, built specialties wheels. Custom Kenny's Rod Shop out of Idaho, built the chassis interior by Revolution. The guys, Sean McNally and the boys at Regenerated Rides did the paint and body on it. Absolutely incredible. 46 Hudson.
Hottest hot rod. This just caught my eye. Had to give it an award. Phil Watson from Indianola, Iowa. 32 5-window coupe. An old-time hot rod. It's got a small block Chevy, completely louvered hood, chrome steelings all the way around. It's a highboy. Burgundy paint, black tuck and roll. It's chopped 3 inches. Hottest hot rod.
Ford and a Ford Award. I know this dude, Sean Main out of Wapello, Iowa. He was actually on my TV show when I had it. 69 Ford Mustang built by Sean Main. 3-year build, a 5.0 Coyote Chevy sports chassis, American racing wheels, 2014 Mustang interior. It's Brittany blue. And if I'm not mistaken, he was, or still currently, Sean Main, was the mayor of Wapello. If you ever been to Wapello, you might have blinked and missed it. Got a lot of good friends that live in Wapello. Congratulations, Sean.
Subtle Elegance, presented by Roseville Rod and Custom. This is Phil Becker from Dwight, Illinois, 1932 Ford 3-window coupe. Many body mods, too much to list. Got a 350 small block Chevy under the hood. Fast lane to the chassis. Original Henry Ford steel body, ladies and gentlemen. Stainless exhaust. Dayton custom wire wheels with the knockoffs. Schrober did the interior. Fast lane. They call that butterscotch.
The only thing that car has not won in the industry is the Riddler Award, and it should have won that year it was there.
Yeah.
Next up, McGuire's Magnificent Masterpiece, presented by McGuire's. Rick Bredner, Mission Vallejo? How do you say that, California boy? Vallejo? Oh, 64 Ford Falcon, Mustang 2 front, hard horses rear clip, 15-year build, 347 cubic inch motor, modified chassis, shock wheels, leather interior, paint by Gunny's Garage.
My bad, that's Mission Viejo. Yeah. All-American Sunday Award, William Smith, come on down. Green Valley, Missouri, 2013 drag pack right here. Look at that. 19,000 miles, built by Race Proven Motorsports. It's got an LS3. It's Pro Charged with nitrous oxide suspension, 1LE suspension, fiberglass hood, drag wing, Boral exhaust with Cook's headers, welded drag pack wheels. It's got the scats. Interior, custom panels, stereo, gray, metallic paint. All-American Sunday Award.
So they're giving me a microphone and they don't give me any restrictions. I would love to go back to Indianapolis so we could see the show cars and drag cars. Who would go to Indy to see the Goodguys show again? Okay, maybe we're not going back. That's a weak applause. The Way Cool Wagon Award, Glenn Jensen out of Sycamore, Illinois. I see this guy a lot of places. To quote Jeff Thisted, not a nomad. It's a two-door wagon, right check, street grip suspension, mini chair, Dakota digital gauges, LS3, copper pearl, the perfect wheels, and white walls on that.
Classic Chevy pick. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very ultra rare car. They didn't make too many of them. It's a 1965 Malibu Super Sport. No, it's not just a regular, 327 or 283. This is what we call an L79. It's a 350 horse, got the big valve heads, 4-speed transmission, all stock, all factory, just the way it ran off the assembly line. They call that Miss Blue. Classic Chevy pick. Congratulations.
The Mighty Mustang Award, Craig Steinkamp out of Des Moines, Iowa, 67 Ford Mustang. It's a 3-year custom built by Power Performance, full 4-inch tube frame, front and rear, independent suspension, butt-neck wheels, Brett Hartford interior, Power Performance paint, Dynacorn body. It's custom built. It's got a 427 engine in it.
Okay, Deuce Dewins pick, presented by Streamline Custom Designs. This is one of my personal favorite 3 windows that attend Goodguys events from all over the country. This is Jack and Donna Linden from Prescott, Arizona, in a 32 3-window. The best stance ever. Look at that, 5 spokes, got that 60s look with the louvered deck lid and hood, 350 4-speed, chopped and drop, duals, American 5 spokes, leather interior, and that burgundy PPG paint. Congratulations, Jack and Donna Linden.
The Ford Fox body pick, Alex Gordy out of Des Moines, Iowa, 1991 Ford. He bought it 2 days ago. It's only got 61,000 miles on it. It's got a 5.0. It's all stock. It's original. I'd say, can we call these a barn find yet? Because it only had 61,000 miles on it.
What year is that again? 80-something.
It's a 91.
Oh, 91. Okay. Coolest 50s. Come on down. Roger Gilbert from Burnsville, Minnesota. 1956 Ford panel, 350 cubic inch, 700R modified chassis. Pretty much stock body. It's got Foose wheels all the way around, custom leather interior, shaved door handles. Actually, it's shaved all the way around pretty much. And Dakota Digital Gauges, coolest 50s.
Another couple that's been around the industry for a long time, building amazing stuff. Bobby and Karen Schumacher out of Independence, Missouri. They get the Trick Truck Corral pick presented by LMC Truck. 68 Chevy C10, 383 small block, Sniper EFI, 700 tram, Bedwood bed kit, flush class, Willwood brakes, Dakota Digital, custom shifter, Vinnie Jarrett, Billet Specialties wheels, and Exalta paint.
All right, this is right up my alley. There's another one that I would take home. Chopped and Drop Award goes to James and Michelle Woke from Leavenworth, Kansas, 1934 Ford 3-window coupe, chopped, dropped, channeled. First thing you know is that 37 Ford grill, Chevy V8 early Ford chassis, duals, 16s up front, the rare 18s with Merc caps at the back, gray leather, Delft gray paint. That's a killer 34 3-window coupe.
Another incredible Deuce, the Midwest Deuce pick. Bill Cheek, Lancaster, Pennsylvania, 32 Ford 3-window coupe, engine built by Steve Ludwig. We have not seen this with the hood open. It's got a 409 squeezed underneath that. It's got a steadfast chassis, Brookville body, ET American Rebel wheels, box custom interior. I think that's supposed to be Bucks custom interior, and Ludwig's custom auto did the paint. That's a hot rod.
That's a nice 3-window. All-American Sunday Award continues. Eric Zile from Ankeny, Iowa, 1999 Plymouth Prowler. I haven't seen one of these in a while. 3.5 engine, all stock chassis, Prowler body, stock exhaust, all original paint. It's been very kept up, really nice. Stock wheels and stock interior. All-American Sunday Award pick.
Wild card just because
Look at that.
Jim Cruz out of Oak Grove, Minnesota. Wait till it rolls up here. 56 Chevy LCF. I don't even know what LCF stands for. Started with a crew cab and then he hand built it. It's got an LS with a turbo, all custom built, stock LCF body, and then a bunch of hand built 16-inch steelies, bomber seats, custom interior, fire mist copper, and the Mustang on the back. He raced it the last 2 days on the autocross course too, so he's having double fun this weekend.
Okay, folks, just when you thought people will really drive them, up next, you gotta drive them. John Potts from Battleground, Washington, 1956 Chrysler Imperial. Let's see, he drove to Portland, Maine, took to Portland, Oregon, a total of 3,200 miles. Give him a round of applause, would you please? 6.1 Hemi, Magnum SRT chassis. The body's pretty much stock. Magnum wheels, Dodge Magnum interior. With that 6.1 Hemi, you gotta drive 3,200 miles.
That's another one that Gary would have drove.
Yeah, absolutely. Just about to say. Nice car. Come on down. We don't bite.
The Hot Holler Award, Phil and Judy Cullen out of Pueblo, Colorado. 41 Chevy cab over, 8.5-inch chop. It's mid-engine with an LS3 Corvette power. Dolphin gauges, 4-wheel disc, 4 LED trams. The chassis is a 96 Chevy 1-ton. Body's a 41 Chevy cab over. Corvette style exhaust, custom leather interior, and black paint.
I'm really loving these COEs, Tim. Coming up next, Sky High 4x4 pick. Colt Wessler from Benton, Iowa. Come on down. 1978 Chevy K5 Blazer. 21 years in its first vehicle. How about it? 21 years old. 383 stroker, stock chassis, original body, 3-inch dual exhaust to 4-inch tips, 20-inch wheels all the way. Now, that black with flame PPG paint, custom roll bar, Sky High 4x4. I'd drive that. What about you, Tim? I'd drive it.
Air ride, Willwood, 4-wheel disc brakes, classic
next award is a new award here for Good Guys called Bad As Truck, presented by LMC Truck. All right, they want to take a few more photos. Quick little photo, we got to move along, guys. Okay, coming up next, Bad As Truck. Jason Benson from Dittmer, Missouri, 1971 Dodge D100. You don't see too many of these. Owned since 2015. He built it himself. It's got a 5.7 V8 Hemi, MagnaFlow exhaust, some custom body works, custom chassis, American racing wheels all the way around, TMI black leather interior and seats, dark ceramic gray and blue. Badass truck.
Cool Convert, Jerry and Avery Hagen, Buffalo, Minnesota, 48 Caddy convertibles, chopped 3 inches, one-piece windshield, 502 big block, 4 LED trans, Dakota digital gauges, vintage air, Ride Tech air ride, Coddington wheels. Don't we miss Coddington? I do. 98 Cadillac DeVille interior in indigo blue.
All right, I don't have a whole lot of information, but I'm going to wing it. This is Best Engine presented by Edelbrock Group. Tony Woods from Waterloo, Iowa, 1963 Chevy, is it a Biscayne or Bel Air? Yeah, Bel Air. It's got a 350 under the hood, 20-inch Foose wheels, that vibrant blue paint, got a nice stance to it, custom red interior for good measure, some tinted windows, 1963 Chevy Bel Air. Best Engine, brought to you by Edelbrock Group.
All-American truck pick, Aaron Village out of Omaha, Nebraska, 2001 Dodge Ram 3500. It's a work in progress, all done by me. Not me, I'm reading it as she wrote this. Peltec lowering kit, bumpers, 62 millimeter turbo, 100 horsepower injectors, oversized fuel lines, head studs, tuner. I'm supposed to read it all, it says. Female owned, 22-inch wheels, and it's work in progress, 5.9 Cummins.
Congratulations. Best whites by Coker Tire. This is Mike Martin from Galsburg. I don't know where that is, Iowa. 1957 Chevy Cameo, and I have a thing for these pickups as well. 57, very rare. It's got a 265 V8. It's all factory. White walls, the caps. I think the bed or a portion of the bed are fiberglass, right, Tim? On these Cameos?
Yeah, bed sides are fiberglass bolt on a normal step side.
Yeah. Best whites.
Another car I seen rolling through the other day, and I was like, man, that is awesome. I actually learned to drive a 4-speed in one of these things. 69 Corvette out of Watertown, South Dakota. The Cool Corvette Award, Fred Hardy. LS7, a T56 Magnum, Willwood brakes, vintage air, Ride Tech suspension, Dakota digital gauges, forged line wheels. Beautiful, and it sounds awesome. These vents just have to have side pipes on them. They look great with side pipes.
Agreed. Mine's gonna have it. Didn't come that way from the factory. All-American Mopar pick. Come on deck. Rhonda Indris from Des Moines, Iowa. 2016 Dodge Challenger. This is the optional Hemi shaker, and in memory of her husband, William Bill Indris. How about it? Winning this award, ladies and gentlemen. All-American Mopar pick. Got the big Hemi, 20-inch wheels, that shaker hood, the laser stripe, CUDA side stripes, black bucket interior, sunroof. She's happy.
Rolling up next, Goodguys staff pick, another Becker. This is Phil Becker's son, Todd, out of Dwight, Illinois, 32 Ford 2-door, 350 with a 350 trans, 32 rails that are boxed, a 5-inch dropped axle, 9-inch Ford, triangulated 4-bar, American Racing salt flaps, Schober interior. The Beckers know how to put together a hot rod.
All right, this next car I've been seeing all weekend long, especially in the Marriott Hotel, and it owns me. Suede and Chrome pick, Jim McMillian from St. Joseph, Missouri. 55 Chevy 2-door. No, it's not suede car, but it has the attitude of one. And he's making Bob Falfa jealous. Z01 427, which is an all aluminum 427 4-speed 15-inch Kragers. That just came right out of the late 60s, early 70s. Black PPG paint. Killer 55 Chevy.
So your question, Milner or Falfa? You get to pick one. Which car are you taking?
Milner.
I'm I'm taking foul fight.
All right.
I sold my 4-H show pig and bought a 55 150. Only Midwest people understand what a
Nice.
show pig is.
Nice.
The Restored Award, presented by BASF, Bobby Satterfield, Woodstock, Georgia. 70 Chevelle SS LS6, 450 horse, numbers matching, Muncie Rock Crusher trans, stock rally, stock interior, the beautiful autumn gold interior. You can't go wrong with an autumn gold 70.
What it doesn't say in there is Bob got that car in high school in 1973 at a car lot in Georgia, and he cleaned house in his town.
So he was a rich kid, is what you were saying?
And he lost his license because of that car. All-American Ford pick, Doug Nellis from Woki, Iowa. 2012 Mustang optional Boss 302 package, 302 engine, hypo duals, 19-inch Mustang wheels, black bucket seat interior, and that competition orange paint. All-American Ford pick.
This next one, I was so hoping he was going to roll out to the autocross course in this thing. The Import Madness pick, Jim Conan. Wait till he rolls up here.
Wow, hello.
65 MGB, the Import Madness pick, Jim Conan, West Des Moines. 2 years and built by himself. Got an LX Guard motor, 2 chassis, black leather, red stitching, apple red. Next year I'm going to see you on the autocross course. So here we're going to do some stuff, but I'm going to introduce